Have you ever felt a whisper in your heart that you could not understand? A strange fear, a hidden unease that affects your mind and soul. Over 14 centuries ago, the beloved Prophet went through a similar trial. Then Allah revealed Surah Al-Falaq and Surah An-Nas, 2 chapters that became spiritual protection for the Prophet, and remain a source of guidance and light for every believer today. In those days of Medina, the Prophet led prayers, guided the community, and maintained his gatherings. But for a period, the companions noticed that he seemed physically weary. His face showed fatigue, his eyes bore a slight heaviness, and his heart carried an unusual restlessness. Furthermore, it became apparent that the Prophet was affected by a forgetfulness illness caused by magic. Small things slipped from memory, and daily routines showed slight delays. This was no ordinary tiredness or illness. It was a silent, internal effect that could not be seen but could be felt. Behind this scheme was a man named Labīd ibn al-Aʿṣam, from the Banu Sariq, whose heart carried envy and hostility toward the Prophet. He chose a path rooted in disbelief. He resorted to magic. Labīd prepared 11 special notes, each containing phrases and bindings designed to spread harm. He touched these notes with the Prophet's comb and hair, making them directly linked to his blessed person. He then hid the notes, bound and submerged, in an old well known as Zirwan's well. Within the darkness and under the water, the 11 notes were concealed, and each note began to affect the Prophet. Fatigue, restlessness, and forgetfulness appeared. Allah did not leave his messenger alone in this scheme. One night, the Prophet saw in a dream 2 angels sitting at the head and feet of his bed. They spoke to each other, explaining that this condition was due to magic, and revealed the location of the hidden items. The angels pointed to Zirwan's well and detailed the nature of the 11 notes, the hair, and the comb. The Prophet immediately instructed a trustworthy companion to inspect the location. He sent Hazrat Ali R.A. to retrieve the hidden objects from the well. When Hazrat Ali R.A. and the companions arrived, the water appeared yellowish, and beneath it were the bound notes and hair, living proof of the abnormal, unseen plot. After the night of the divine vision, in the morning angel Jibreel, came to the Prophet. This was when guidance came from Allah regarding which verses were most effective, verses that teach seeking protection from the Lord. The angels had already informed the Prophet of the location and method. Jibreel, guided the Prophet in reciting Surah Al-Falaq and Surah An-Nas to counteract the magic. The Prophet recited the verses over each note. Every time he recited Surah Al-Falaq and Surah An-Nas, the bindings on the notes loosened, and their effects diminished. This continued until all 11 notes were treated. Through the recitation and Allah's protection, the fatigue, restlessness, and forgetfulness caused by the magic were completely removed.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل أعوذ برب الفلق من شر ما خلق ومن شر غاسق إذا وقب ومن شر النفاثات في العقد ومن شر حاسد إذا حسد.
I seek refuge in the Lord of the Dawn, from the evil of all that He has created, from the darkness of night when it settles, from the evil of those who blow on knots, and from the evil of the envious when they envy.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. قل أعوذ برب الناس ملك الناس إله الناس من شر الوسواس الخناس الذي يوسوس في صدور الناس من الجنة والناس.
I seek refuge in the Lord of mankind, the King of mankind, the God of mankind, from the evil of the whisperer who withdraws, who whispers into the hearts of mankind, from among the jinn and mankind. This story teaches us two important lessons. First, Allah's protection is real. No matter how hidden a plot may be, Allah's power reveals and overcomes it. Second, the Qur'an is a source of healing. Recitation of the Qur'an and seeking refuge in Allah is a shield against every fear, whisper, and unseen harm. Just as the night when the notes in Zirwan's well were opened and light returned, Allah's mercy can bring light to our hearts today. Let us seek refuge in Allah, make the Qur'an the source of our hearts, and face every trial with patience and trust in Him. Seeking Allah's protection is the cure for every fear.